Welcome to this quick class designed to alleviate and prevent back pain by strengthening core muscles. We'll start in a cross-legged seated position. Take a big breath in as you sweep your arms up high. Exhale, lower your arms. And again, big breath in. Sweep those arms out wide and high. Lift your rib cage off your belly. Exhale, lower your arms down. Relax your shoulders. And then place your hand on either knee and rotate your torso. Big belly rolls. Allow your head just to follow in the movement that your torso is causing it, and then reverse the rotation. Opening up the spine, relaxing those muscles in your core, stomach, back. Well done. In the same seated position, roll your shoulders up and back, making as fluid circles as you can. Keep your spine as straight as possible, and then reverse the rotation. Squeeze your shoulder blades as you draw your shoulders up and back. And again. Good job. Okay, now make your way into a seated position with your legs in front of you. Sitting up as straight as possible. Open your arms out wide and your feet out. And we'll do a few spinal twists with the saw. So forward fold and then just shift up and back a little bit. Bring your arms back up. And then exhale, twist over to the opposite side and continue. Now go with this at your own pace. Try to make your movement as fluid as possible. Focus on really twisting that spine and then lowering down. You should feel a good stretch in your back, especially your lower back. You'll probably feel this under your thighs as well. So breathe in as you come up, twist, exhale as you lower back down. One hand in front and the other arm back behind you. Keep going. From here, we will go into a cat-cow position. So place your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Take a breath in, and then lower your belly, lift up your chin. Exhale, reverse all of that. Keep going. Breathe in and out. And then again. Good job. And then push back into a child's pose. Push your hips back behind you, reaching and extending your arms out in front of you. Lower your belly to the ground. And then go ahead and sweep your arms from one side, back to the center, and then over to the other side, maximizing the stretch in your lower back. Come back to the center. Make your way back into that box position, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And then make big circles with your hips on your knees. One direction, and then reverse the rotation. Good job. Okay, so come back into a seated position. Bring your legs in front of you. Sit up as straight as possible, straight spine. Bring your arms forward. Take a breath on your exhale. Lean back, engage your abs. And then breathe in as you shift and lift your arms up high. And exhale, forward fold. Relax into this brief stretch. Breathe in as you come back up. Exhale, lower all the way down now. You could place your hands on the side if you need to help lower yourself down, but best to use your abs. Make your way into your back, arms by your side. We'll make our way into a bridge. So go ahead and just peel your tailbone off first and then roll up just a little bit as you squeeze your glutes to lift and lower your hips up. Okay, so really focus on your glutes. You're going to use your inner thighs as well to lift your hips up. Okay, now you could continue in that movement or draw your hips all the way up so you have a nice straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Squeeze the glutes, lift and lower your hips up and down. Make sure that your shoulders are on the ground if you can. Lift and lower. Lift your chin up just a little bit so your head's not tucked forward. Keep going, lifting and lowering the hips. Anchor your heels. Keep breathing. This is a great exercise to strengthen your back, especially your lower back muscles. Your knees are about hip width distance apart. Okay, keep your hips up this time. Hold and squeeze. It's an engaging, active movement, even though it may look like nothing's going on, but to you it is. And lower back down. Okay, draw your knees in, give them a nice hug and rock from side to side, releasing the tension and muscles in that lower back. Now place your hands on either side. Lower your feet down, keeping your knees about hip width distance apart, and windmill your legs from right to left. Exhaling as you lower, breathe in as you draw your knees back up. Okay, so you could continue in this movement, or if you want to make it a little more challenging, draw your legs up into a tabletop position, and then go ahead and shift your legs from left to right, keeping your legs just hovered above the ground, and your head moves either in the opposite direction or gazing straight ahead. Another way to strengthen and stretch, especially those lower back muscles. And then once again, bring your knees in, little hug, and lower your feet down. Well done. Okay, now extend your right leg out, and we will do what's called a leg slide. So you're gliding your feet along, anchoring your tailbone as you do this. So focus on gliding that leg, pushing your foot away from you, and then drawing it back in from one leg to the next. Again, keep that tailbone anchored, keep the motionless foot anchored, and then gliding that foot. Opposite foot. Shifting from right to left. Try to extend that leg or that foot as far away as possible to straighten the leg, and then bring it back in again. Now from here, roll onto your stomach. Come all the way down. And place your legs about hip width distance apart. Draw your arms in front of you into a V position. Take a breath in on your exhale. Lift up your arms, lift up your legs. Lift and hold as high as you can, and exhale back down again. We'll do these a few more times. Take a breath in. Lift all the way up. Hold, squeeze, exhale, lower back down again. Keep going. As you lift up, be mindful of pushing your hips down against the ground, lifting your torso and chest up, lifting those legs up. Try not to bend your legs if you can. So squeeze your glutes to lift those legs up. That will help prevent your knees from bending. Don't worry if you can't make it that high off the ground. It's not about that. It's about strengthening your back muscles. Now draw your arms back by your side, palms facing down. Anchor your hips, take a breath in, and then go ahead and lift up your chest, extending those fingers and arms behind you. Lift as high as you possibly can, and then lower back down. You're really using the strength of your back now to lift up your chest, giving your shoulders a nice stretch as well as you extend those fingers back behind you. Keep going. You're almost done. Lift and lower. Keep breathing. Maybe you can lift up just a little bit more each time. Okay, now interlace those fingers behind you. Take a breath in, and we'll do the same movement, but this time we're also going to lift our legs up. Maybe even flutter your legs if this works for you at this time. Otherwise, just lift those legs up. Or you could keep your legs down. Keep going. Lift, lift, lift. Flutter the legs. Point your fingers behind you. You've got this. You're almost there. And then come all the way back down. Good job. All right, go ahead and lift up and push back into a child's pose. A well-deserved child's pose. And from here, Do some more cat-cows. You got this. Stretch that back out. Big breath in, lower the belly down. Exhale. Make a C curve with your back. Make as big a stretch as you can. Push back again into a child's pose. And then we're just going to slide forward and back. Big fluid movement with our torso, coming up and back. Breathe in as you come forward. Exhale as you lift up that spine and push your tailbone back. And then make your way into a seated position, because guess what? We did it. We are done. You are finished. Time for the cool down. So bring your arms, sweep them back behind, interlace your fingers. Take a breath in on your exhale. Forward fold and draw those arms, hands up back behind you. And then bring them forward as you continue with your forward fold. Just take a moment here, breathing in and out. And then go ahead, come up, sweep that one arm back behind you. Grab the opposite knee with opposite arm. Nice little twist back. Breathe in as you come back up. Exhale, we'll do the same on the opposite side. Sweeping that arm up and over, gaze back towards that back shoulder, feeling a stretch. And then one big breath in, sweep your arms up high. Exhale, lower your hands down, and we are finished. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this class and hope to see you soon. Take care.